Thank you for joining us. This is Mature Living, the show for seniors by seniors, and I'm Mary Yanez, Director of the Senior Adult Program. We're here to talk and have great conversations that you will share. You'll be able to view us and you'll be able to think about how you can help, especially with this first guest that I'm going to introduce, Isidro Torres, who is with the NAMI organization here in El Paso, and he is the Outreach Fundraising Coordinator, a really important position for any nonprofit, as you know, and there's ways that you can help. Thank you, Isidro, for being with us here
Thank you for
today.
having me.
Yeah. Tell me a little bit about NAMI and how long NAMI has been in El Paso, but in particular, what does NAMI stand for?
Yeah, so NAMI El Paso is the National Alliance of Mental Illness here in El Paso. We've been in El Paso since 1986, so we've been around for quite a while. And so our mission is to provide advocacy, support, and education to those affected by mental health conditions and their families.
And it's really important to talk about it now because May is coming up, and May is National Mental Health Illness, or what is it called?
National Mental Health Awareness Month.
Awareness Month. And so there's going to be a lot of talk and activities, and I hope that we can stimulate some interest in how mental illness impacts a person and families.
Right.
So you help with services, you have support groups,
Yes.
I would imagine, and you also have, since you're the fundraiser, we'll talk about the fundraising that's coming up.
Right.
Tell me about that.
Yeah, so our largest fundraiser is NAMI Walks El Paso. It's a 5K walk that we hold every year. This year it's going to be September 22nd at Memorial Park Reserve.
And that's good weather in September.
Oh, yes.
Very nice weather. We'll be done with all the heat
Right.
by that time. And so it's going to be in September. Can they register now for it?
Yes, the registration's open. They can register online at namiwalks.org/El Paso.
Yeah. Memorial Park is such a nice place.
It is.
And they have that area, that kind of a gathering area.
Yes.
So how is the walk, where do they walk?
So they walk around Memorial Park, and so they get to see the whole park. It's they go around 3 times, and then they come back to the little gathering area, and we have a lot of activities for the children. We have a lot of activities for the adults. We raffle off prizes, and we just have a lot of fun.
Wow, and what is it, how do you register, and how much does it cost to register for this?
So it's completely free to register online at namiwalks.org/El Paso, but we do ask for donations because all of the donations that we receive from the walk stay here in El Paso to help fund our program and our services.
Yes, I would imagine you need a lot of volunteers to help you with that walk, and that would be a fun thing to volunteer for because you can make it a family day.
Definitely, yes.
And so where can they contact you to volunteer for the walk or to register for the walk? I know that they have to do it online, but I'm sure some people like to talk to a person.
Yeah, if they want to reach us, they can reach us at the NAMI El Paso office at 915-778-5726.
Yes. Now it is a nonprofit organization.
Yes.
Can people donate throughout the year? How can they help you?
Yeah, they can. We appreciate donations of all sizes from everywhere. They can donate online at namiep.org, or they can give us a call, or they can mail their donations if they'd like to.
And what kind of a wish list do you have for donations?
Again, we appreciate all donations of all types. So we get a lot of in-kind donations of office supplies, we get monetary donations, and all of that really helps us make sure that we can provide as many classes as we can, many support groups that we can, and to make sure we're helping those affected by mental health conditions and their families.
Tell me about the situation with mental health and some national statistics, or even some local. Many people don't realize they are suffering and experiencing mental illness. And so not only does the person that is not diagnosed and doesn't get the help that they need, but it impacts the family as well. Tell me about that.
Right.
And how you help.
So nationally, 1 in 5 U.S. adults are affected by mental health conditions in a given year. About 50% of mental health lifetime cases happen by the age of 14, 75% by the age of 21. And so a lot of people, tends to be a stigma surrounding mental health, where individuals don't really want to come out and talk about it. But it's important for these individuals to know that there definitely is hope, and there's definitely help for them, and they're not alone in this. And so they can reach out simply by reaching out to their doctor, family members, counselors, anybody who they can trust to start looking for help, or they can give us a call at NAMI El Paso. And we're more than
Is
happy to help.
NAMI a medium-sized organization in your office? Where are you all located?
We're located in the Compass Bank building that's across I-10 from Bassett, which is 6044 Gateway Boulevard West. So we're a small organization, but we're definitely run by our volunteers. And so we have a lot of volunteers who are trained to teach our courses and our presentations, and we wouldn't be able to do what we do without them.
Yeah, and some professionals there that
Definitely.
can guide. This is a caring community.
Definitely.
And whenever you see homelessness or a person that you recognize some things that are not quite right, and can someone call you and say, I have a family member that is experiencing, and do you guide them to what can you do? Should you take them to a doctor? Can they come see you? Maybe have some conversations with the individual. Tell me how you would handle that.
Yeah, they could give us a call at the office, and through our community partnerships and through years of being here in the community, we've compiled a huge list of resources that we can try to help these individuals kind of navigate and navigate where they can get help here in the community. And we really want to help them, do it as fast as possible, because mental health takes so much away from people's lives. So we do our best to assist, and so they can give us a call in the office.
I like the idea you have that whole list of resources that you can choose from where to begin to get help for that individual. Sometimes a willing individual and sometimes an unwilling individual.
Right.
But definitely we need to make a note that mental illness is like you say, a stigma, and people don't want to come out and say, well, we're experiencing this in the family. It's a shame or shameful, and that is not the case. It's just like having diabetes or other types of illnesses that we accept. That's how we're wired.
Right.
So give us your phone number also, Isidro, for the office.
Yeah, so the phone number is 915-778-5726.
Great. Is there something I haven't asked you that you need to get out to our community, to our viewers, that's really important for the organization, for NAMI?
I mean, the important message here is that, if you need help, it's there for you, and there's definitely hope. And so you can learn more about our programs and our support groups and see if they're the right fit for you online at namiep.org, or again, give us a call, and we're more than happy to help you in terms of
And there's no reason to suffer.
There is no reason.
There's no reason to suffer with mental illness. There's always help.
Right.
And there's a way that you can live comfortably, happy, and thriving, which is what we want our community to do.
Definitely.
Thank you so much for being with us and taking the time from your work day to tell us about that walk, which we all need to go in September the 22nd. We have to register and have a good time over at Memorial Park. And also remember, May is National Mental Health Awareness Month, so you get involved. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
We'll be back with more guests. Thank you for staying with us. Of course, this is Mature Living, and we bring you great information, especially about activities in this community, and dances are very, very popular. Well, we're co-sponsoring with Care First and with WellMed. Of course, the Senior Adult Program is co-sponsoring a Senior Prom. And so we've invited Julian Holguin, who is the sales manager for Care First. Thank you, community partner.
No, thank you for inviting me. It's always fun.
And then, of course, April is not a stranger to Mature Living. She's with WellMed, and she is the market practice specialist. Thank you for being with us, April, and it's good to see you. We've been meeting over the months and planning this third annual Senior Prom. So I want to get that out of the way.
Yes.
Tell us, Julian, about this project and how you thought about it and why it's important.
Well, this is a third annual, so we're really excited. I think it's growing momentum, and it's just a community event that we wanted to have. It's the end of the year around May, So I know seniors are graduating from high school, and I just kind of wanted to incorporate that senior prom. And
this is really a senior
yeah,
prom
exactly,
because it's
senior
for
prom.
the older folks.
Exactly. Maybe for people who didn't make their senior prom and now they have a little time extra to, you know, be active and still participate in a fun activity. And it's going to be over the Mother's Day weekend. So, you know, come dance with your mom on Saturday, and then Sunday, you know, get her flowers and
So
take her out to lunch.
let's get that date in there. So
Yeah.
it's Saturday, May the 12th.
12th, yes.
And it's going to be at the community college. I'm gonna dress up. I'm gonna try to find a formal in my closet that fits, and a tiara, and just kind of have fun with it.
Yes.
Like a senior prom.
Yes.
You know, we all loved senior proms, and many times elderly didn't get to experience that. This is the time.
Yes.
So we're gonna have a dance floor.
Yes, we're going to have a dance floor. We're going to have a DJ, an assortment. First 100 people that show up, well, the women, of course, will get a floral corsage. You know, thanks to you, our you know, our sponsors, which is El Paso Community College and WellMed. So we're really excited about that. We're going to have a photo booth, raffle prizes,
Snacks.
and snacks,
And
things, and snacks and drinks. So I think it's going to be a fun dance, and then plus it will get people to reconnect. You'd be surprised on the last 2 years, people that hadn't seen each other since high school reconnected because of this. So it's been really fun, and we're really excited that you know, El Paso Community College and WellMed is doing it. I think it's growing, and we want to have it to the point where maybe next time it's at the Coliseum, and it just constantly grows.
Yeah, I mean, let's grow, right?
Yes.
This is a fun event, and we want to invite all the alumni associations of, you know, these beautiful high school,
Yes.
and their dancers. Let me tell you, the Bowie alumni, the Jeff alumni, the El Paso High, Isleta, Bel Air. I mean, all these former graduates from the 60s, 70s, whatever.
They need
We're
to
going to
come
have a
and
good time.
represent.
The
Yes.
music will be good. Tell me.
Yes, music will be good. We're gonna have a DJ. I think we're gonna tailor it to, you know, around that nostalgic hits. You know, we'll turn it into a soca, but of course we need to have cumbias, and we're in El Paso, so it's gonna be a good mix of music. I think we have a great DJ that's gonna get everybody going and remembering their pastimes, and also, I mean, great hits. So it should be fun.
We do have passes at the community college that we're giving out, so that we have a capacity. So what is your role, April? I know you're excited about this as well.
Yes, we are very excited. Actually, we've been collaborating with Julian and Care First for the past three times already. So this will be our third time with them, and we're just you know, excited to be with them and working in collaboration with this big event. However, you know, we worked several other events together, but this is one of our pride and joys. I think we see it. It gets bigger and bigger every year. So I think the community college and the venue here is going to make for a great event.
At 9050 Viscount in the auditorium of the A building. You know, I've been wanting to do a prom for many years, and I didn't know how it was going to happen. It's happening with community partners, and I love that, you know, because we can't do everything, but when we come together. Tell me about your services with Care First. What are your services?
Yes, we're at Care First. We're a Medicare Advantage plan, so people who are Medicare beneficiaries, they could enroll in one of Medicare Advantage plans. There are several here in El Paso. We just happen to be one of them. So that's what we do. People would contract us to manage their Medicare benefits. One part, of course, of being Medicare beneficiary is actually finding out exactly how Medicare works. So that's one of the things that we do, that we like to do, WellMed likes to do, and we like to get together to coordinate these types of events and also to get information out. How does Medicare work?
And to keep our seniors healthy.
Exactly.
Our elders, they're so important. I know you have different places throughout the city. Tell me about your services.
Yes, well, we're
April.
senior-focused clinics, and so we do have 8 clinics surrounding El Paso area that specialize in senior care. The difference with our clinics is that not only do we want to see them when they're sick, but when they're healthy, for all of the preventative measures. In our clinics, we have lab and x-ray, we have nurse educators, we have case managers. We just try to wrap our arms around them and try to keep them healthy. We feel that if we keep them healthy and out of the hospital, give them better quality of life. And that's what we try to do. And we try to sponsor with, or try to collaborate with, for example, Care First, that also sees that as.
And so you will have information.
Yes.
there about your services. I love that photo booth. I think that's going to be nice, especially when you're all dolled up and
Yes.
you've got your best dress on and your best suit.
Yes.
And they can have some memories. They'll be able to take the photos with them.
Yes.
Absolutely.
This is just amazing. I'm really happy you asked us to partner with you.
No,
The
we're
Senior
excited.
Adult Program loves seniors.
Yes.
We also have free classes for seniors, by the way. Might as well give my plug in
Yeah.
there.
Yeah.
That we sponsor. And of course, the new semester is going to be coming up this summer. So we'll be registering students for our summer classes. We normally get about 900 seniors in our classes. And that will be April 30th, first day of registration for continuing education. Anything else I haven't mentioned that you'd like to mention?
Just primarily, it's going to be a great event. It's going to be a lot of fun. I think this is, as April had mentioned, this is our big event that we really, really enjoy. We get information out, but primarily it's to have fun. It's almost the end of the year for a lot of things. People are unwinding, kids are getting out of school, Mother's Day weekend. So it's kind of a little party to start the summer and get things going. So I think we're really excited about that, and it's going to be a fun event.
April, one last thought.
No, just thank you for having us here and for being able to give them the information of our senior.
And they'll be seeing this flyer that we put on the screen. They'll be seeing this around town, and we're
Yes.
going to get it out and make sure that we have plenty of seniors dancing and staying active and enjoying their life.
Yes.
Thank you for being with us.
No, thank you
Thank
for having
We
us.
appreciate it. Okay.
you.
And we'll be back with more guests. Before we conclude our program today, we want to invite you to another special event that's happening at the El Paso Community College, and that is the big 41st Annual Arts Festival. And the college does this every year. For 41 years, they've done this arts festival, and we highlight the students that are the writers, the poetry writers, the creative people, the arts, the painting, the sculpture, and you name it, the dance performances. I mean, anything that has to do with the arts. It's a beautiful, beautiful. There's a poster out that will show you also of all the different events that happens at the community college at all the campuses. So we've invited one of our instructors, Judy Vasquez, who is an author, as well as one of our instructors for creative writing. And thank you, Judy, for taking time to come over and talk to us about two things that are going to happen with the Senior Adult Program. One of them takes place April 13th from 5 to 8 at the community college at Valle Verde campus. Tell me about the students and the instructors that are involved in that open house.
As for the writing instructors, we have 3 scheduled, and we're all going to be together. Last year we were separate, so everyone had a different place to be. And this year we're all supposed to be in the same room. And we're going to kind of, hoping that our students will mingle. They don't know each other, they're different campuses, they meet in different places. So it'll be a nice thing. They're going to be each other's audience also. And we invite the public to come and listen. Now I have 14 students that are planning to come from my class. So I'm hoping that I'm getting at least half of them, all
You
of
bet,
them,
yes.
And so they've been writing all along in the semester, and they're choosing pieces from that maybe in the past homework or something that they did on their own that they'd like to do, or even the recent homework that we just had. So they'll be reading prose pieces. I told them to keep it kind of like 2 minutes each so that everybody gets a chance to present something in the room. And they were prose pieces, poems. We have a little activity that we call Words of the Week. So they get 4 words, and they don't know what they just see them the first time in their homework assignment.
And they create something from that word. They write something.
Right, they can create anything.
A
They can write a
story.
phrase, a sentence, a story, a poem, whatever they like to do. But it's good because it's a good exercise in imagination.
Yes, and we want to encourage seniors to take our creative writing classes because it's very good for mental health, for
yes.
memory, and
an
reminiscing
exercise.
because they
Exactly.
could tell personal stories.
Right. Yeah,
like
it's
an
a-
Easter hat, you know,
right.
and then say, oh, I remember my mom's Easter. Every Easter when we were little, we'd all get outfits,
Right.
and hats were always included.
Oh,
And
yeah, they love to do that, and if it includes music, or they bring back songs that they remember, and that song reminds me of this, or and sometimes, and I have some poems myself in my book where
yes,
I
I
sing
want to
a
mention
little
your
bit.
book. Tell me
Yeah,
about your book, the title.
It's called And Joyful, and it has another title in Spanish, and it's Y Alegre.
Yeah.
Alegre. And I have poems in there, short poems, long poems, parts of stories, things that happened. And in a way, it's kind of a memoir, you know, because a lot of it's true, it comes from true experiences, but then I do a little bit of the fiction playing around with
And you grew up.
things, right.
You grew up in.
And I grew up in Brooklyn, New York. I was born in Puerto Rico.
Born in
And
Puerto
so,
Rico.
Yeah, until about the age of 6, I was in Puerto Rico.
Wow.
And then in Brooklyn, New York is where I
So
grew
your
up.
book, you're going to have your book.
Right.
You'll also, there's another event that's happening on Thursday, April 26th,
Six.
at the Valle Verde campus in the cafeteria annex. And that's a big event. We've got performers, dancing, we've got music, we've got the chorus, the rondalla, line dancing.
Yeah.
We've got our folklorico
Sounds like a
group.
lot of fun.
It's going to be fun. We're going to have snacks at the Thursday, April 26th event from 9 to 1. We'll be at the
Right,
cafeteria annex at Valle Verde. You'll be there, I'm
Yes,
sure,
sir.
with your book and with your students. And so we want to, of course, the art. Mrs. Burgos, Mrs. Parada, and Julie Cruz will have her students exhibiting their art.
Art,
You
yeah.
should see the great pieces of art. Mentioning art, the cover of your book it's a painting that you
Painting
did.
that I did, yeah.
Yes.
Actually, I wrote the poem first, and then after a while, I just thought, you know, I was playing around with paints and that at that time, just kind of. I'm not an artist, and, you know, I just wanted to play with
But it worked out really
acrylics.
nice.
And
Also, I
I
want
did
to mention Nancy Green. That's going to be in the April 13th
the open house.
Open
yeah.
house
She'll be there with her
with her
instrument.
students,
And she's going to be entertaining.
Yeah,
she's
she plays the
got all her
flute.
flutes, and she has
Yeah,
and she brings a lot of different ones.
Instruments.
original.
Very
Native
good.
instruments.
It's going to be fun. The Arts Festival with the Senior Adult Program. We invite the community to come and join us and see the creative seniors, creative.
It's like a poetry slam, or
Yeah,
like
and poetry
yeah,
slam.
yeah.
In motion.
Yes,
And
just to see.
they have such creativity, you know. Creativity is lifelong, and it can spurt up at any moment.
It affects every part of
Grandma
you.
Moses started painting in their 90s, you know. So you can do anything. You can do
right.
anything you propose
Yes,
that you
it's
can do.
and it's fun. It's play. You know, we need to play. We need
Yes.
to do some kind of playing around.
And you, as an instructor, as one of our wonderful instructors, all of them that teach you, either they teach dance, or they teach writing, or they teach music, you know, exercise, just all kinds of instructors are so dedicated, and I really appreciate all of you.
Yeah,
And thank you for joining us. And of course, this is volunteer work for you all,
Amazing.
you know, to be with your students
Yes.
and with the community.
Amazing,
We
yes.
invite everybody from 9 to 1 on April 26th at the Valle Verde campus for the Arts Festival for the Senior Adult Program. Anything else that you may want to say, Judy, while we have the audience attention, that you'd like to mention about?
With the students and that. Oh, one of the good thing is we have they have publishings. They've published their anthologies, and right now they have 3 different anthologies. So I'm hoping that we have a sample of each on the table, so people can see, you know, take a look at it, browse through it. And this is something that I proposed, and they took off.
Can you
and they do
imagine?
it.
They're publishing.
Yeah,
Our
they're
students are publishing their works, their original pieces, their stories, their poetry, their,
Right.
you know, you've just taken them to another level.
Yeah, yeah. Well, it's like coming full circle. Because
Yes.
why do you write? You write because, and you show it to people because you want to share those things, share that memory, explain things to children, you know, and remember yourself. And so if it's good, share it. You know, it's a gift. And you
That's
can
true.
do
And
it.
I just do want to mention Elsie Hayden, who is the other creative writing instructor, also an author, great students, and she's over on the northeast at Wellington Chew. You're on the east side, and I'm going to give the phone number for you can find out how to register for these classes for the summer. It's 831-7801. That's at the Senior Adult Program, El Paso Community College, and these classes have no tuition, so there's no reason why you can't attend.
Just
Thank you,
time.
Judy, for
Thank
being
you.
with us.
Thank you. It's a pleasure.
And I guess that's it for this week. We'll see you all next week.